What is going on, guys? Today we have got Ballack here for the review, a 91 rated prime, and to be honest, he's not necessarily been in a lot of people's teams. Since FIFA 19, we had Hullet, Vieira, Ballack. They were the trio. Since then, Ballack's just never got back into it. A 4-star though. It's coming in at 425,000 coins with a medium high and standing at 6'2". He can be a cam or centre mid, and his stats are still very, very top end. You want to act the shadow on him to get the most out of him. You'll end up with 89 pace and 88 defending. We've already got very good physicals on him. Passing's very nice. Shooting's decent, to be honest. The only thing he doesn't have is that agility balance, and obviously that can account for a lot. We have got power free kicks and power header though on him. Let's jump into him and see if this German is worth it. I recommend using SkyCoach at skycoach.gg. Link will be in the description, and make sure on your checkout to use the code JT11 for a discount on your order. Ballack looking down the wing. Can we find a little pass through? Zanetti comes in clutch there. He is a very, very tall unit in that midfield. Good interception. Keeps the ball going forward. The acceleration feels relatively nice from him for such a big unit. I was kind of expecting him to feel a little bit slower, but we know the agility side of him, dribbling wise, is going to be non-existent. So getting into them top speeds is fine. It's more stopping is going to be the issue. Maybe the turning like there with the shot is not necessarily going to be as quick as well. So in them sort of areas, I feel like the passing game is going to be the main attribute from him. Ballack leading the charge out. Again, I think if you could get him maybe on the run as well, like here, that could be a moment that you could possibly get him. Keepers out. I don't know why. It seemed like a good idea in my head, but most definitely was never coming off. He is pushing himself forward though. Very, very high on that work rate going forward. I would kind of like him going back as well. I haven't got no instructions for him to stay forward, so it is just naturally kind of going to see where his natural position is. He has got back pretty quickly, so I'm interested with that. That is a very attacking midfielder, most definitely. Like I said, the acceleration's nice. We got a bit of passing on the go there. And an interception. Beautiful. That's what you get for having someone who's 6'2". Get a big header again. Nice. Leads to the shot again. And again and again and again. Good interception. Gets the pass off. Leading straight to the attack. Mbappe trying to get through. The big thing with him is he's going to give you that massive physicality advantage in the midfield. Messi really struggling to get through there. That's something I didn't think I'd hear to say. Good interception again, putting his weight around in that midfield. He gets a good ball out straight away, leading to us going on the attack if we can. Mbappe coming through, keepers out. It's a beautiful chip, and it all starts from the midfield. Never forget that. I'm interested in terms of stamina where he goes, because he has been up and down this game so much. It will be interesting to see where we kind of end on the stamina and how much he can do it. We're going to find another ball. Going to try and reset if we can. There's that ball. It's lovely. Got to go for the hit and hope. It's a good save. Ballack showing some presence, and he's dealt with it well. Good interception again. Leading the attack going. And again, Ballack looking for the Di Maria. That's a stunner. Get a good chest. Oh, and it's a great ball, but nobody is there. Good tackle from Ballack. Starting off the game well. Very, very good interception on the ball. I feel like he's definitely surpassing some expectation, because oh, it's got to be a goal. I definitely didn't think that he would be awful, because most definitely, he's nearly 500,000 coins still, and the stats just don't let me believe. If he was a 3-star, 2-star, the balance was at 40, you had no shot power, defending was rubbish, I could kind of understand then maybe a lower expectation. But with the stats that he's got, he's a solid card. And if he managed to get a World Cup hero or even any sort of icon dynamic, I think he's definitely got chances to be in people's teams still. If he could just have that one more upgrade, pretty much where Moments was. If we get a 93, 92 Ballack, I think you are absolutely laughing for the card. Especially if it has certain upgrades, maybe a little bit more pace. If he got a weak foot upgrade, then the card definitely would be in contentions to be one of the better midfielders again in the game. Seeing I get out then with Ballack again. Some great, like I say, acceleration and sprint speed is actually doing him wonders. If we can find that, imagine, get the hit and hope, and Ballack with a finish and a half. That is a great run from centre mid. Into Ballack again, looking for just an easy out. The good thing with him, I especially think, is he can play that complex role as well. Like I say, he can push forward and go for the attack as well as just a simple pass, a nice little through ball. He's got the capabilities of it. So in terms of what I'm seeing so far, I'd say he's a solid buy. Is he worth nearly $500,000? That's what we'll get to in the overall to see. Really, is he worth it compared to everybody else? A, for that price, and B, in that position. Good tackle again. Show a bit of space. Look at that. Great leaps in there. Can we whip a ball in? It's a solid ball, but Van der Sar is always there to claim that one. Oh, a little bit of skills as well. That's what we want to see from the German in the midfield. Oh, there it is. It's got to be a finish. Mbappe with a beautiful pass, and Ballack absolutely sees that home. It's got to be a Ballack header. Gets the first. Can he get the second in? And Ballack gets the goal again. Finding himself in the best thing with the goals that we've scored so far, they're very natural. For a Ballack sort of position, I'm not expecting goals. I just wouldn't, because I want them to A, be more of an assisting player and kind of naturally progressing the ball up the field. Goals are just what come as a bonus, really. And the fact that he scored 3 and 2 without really trying heavily to push him up there, I think that's a credit to the card so far. Oh, that's a solid through ball. His passing is definitely one on a tick sheet for him. Gotta be. Oh, we slot it. We slot it there. Can we get a second header with him, though? Does nearly get it. Campbell trying something there. He's just getting everybody to score. The heading aspect, obviously, with a power header is always going to work really well with a slightly glitched / very, very OP crossing tactic. Ballack finding Di Maria back in again. Can Di Maria get the pace on Zanetti? He should have all the pace in the world. Whips the ball in. Messi's first to it, and Van der Sar with a beautiful save on his near. Ballack's ball again. Good header. And again, crossbar this time, and we can't get the rest. So going into the overall for Ballack then. In terms of this card, he's very good. Like, 430k I think is around about the price point for him. And if we look at other icon centre mids, because realistically this is where the comparison between the icons has to be a thing, and then also the players that we've got outside of icons has to be a thing. And in centre mids, Ballack's one of the better ones, just under the Matthiases, the Hullets, the Zidans. They have their own category where they're worth millions, and we can't really compare a 500k, a 430k card to a 2.5 million, an extinct at 3-4 mil, whatever he is. So realistically, we're looking at Xavi, Pirlo, we're looking at a Zanetti in a CM sort of role. If we go a bit further down, Seedorf is a great one, but doesn't necessarily have the defending. And I think what Ballack has is very much what Vieira and Hullet have. They have a certain set of skills, for instance here, that are very, very unique in tall, pretty quick, obviously got physical, passing's good, shooting's okay. Ballack's is most definitely the best out of the bunch, bar from maybe Hullet because he is a centre forward at heart, really. We've got nobody else very much like him, so he's kind of in a unique price pool with himself, because when you look down, you see DMs, you see CMs that have, like Xavi, okay pace, great passing, great dribbling, but no defending, no physical, no shooting. Ballack has all of them. You whack a shadow on him, and that card is absolutely solid. Solid as a rock. Great pace, great defending, passing in the areas we need, dribbling, sorry, in areas we need. The agility balance is, yes, that's the minus that you have for Ballack, which you can get around without needing to as such, because obviously you're not necessarily going to be trying to skin every single player in the team. You want to just get past maybe 1 or 2 men and get the pass off. Even if you wanted to just pass 1 man and get the pass off, that is more than possible with that balance. He's got the physical, passing wise, like we said, short and long pass is beautiful. The shot, even then, we saw him. He's managed to score goals naturally already, and that is a great sign for any midfielder if they can get themselves in there. I would suggest maybe having somebody who is more defensive if you're going for a 4-4-2, so you don't want to have him just constantly being up and the other centre mid, who is more of a cam, being up as well. You want to have somebody that does stay back, and he can definitely do both, but with the shot power and long shot, I wouldn't restrict him. Box to box works really well. I felt like the stamina worked really well for him as well. I'm interested to know if there's any other centre mids that we could kind of go with here. Because like I said, we've got the top level, but if we go near his sort of price, we're looking at 530. So we've got Ballack here, Valverde. We're looking for more tools, so it'd be a Yaya Toure. To be honest, Yaya is pretty much in that sort of price pinch as well. Maybe just a little bit more, well, 100k more actually. But Yaya's at that same sort of level. But again, a 4-star, very tall. Pace is better on Ballack, same as shooting, but we have got very good stats on the other side as well. So it is a very interesting one to see where he kind of fits in. I think the price is absolutely fine for him. He's one of them cards that I think, in general, if you got him out of a pack, I wouldn't be disappointed. Wouldn't necessarily go out and buy him compared to a lot of midfielders, because we see the Valverdes, we see the new Verrattis and the Contes, all of them normal players that kind of just get packed and be put into our CDM centre mid role. Ballack's not one you think of. Icons are a hard one to buy for because they do lose price. As we see, he started out at 630, took a dip all the way to 490, back up again and down, up and down, and now we're probably getting to the progression where he just keeps going down. So it is an interesting one to buy an icon because you know you are going to lose coins unless they're staying in your team. Ballack might be your favourite player, same with Rooney, same with Beckham, and you're willing to lose a little bit of coins at least. But I think for me, he was absolutely solid. The shadow worked really well, up and down the pitch. Physicality was not a problem, defending was brilliant, interceptions being the main standout there, and even a decent shot on him. Honestly, I think he's a wonderful card. I'd happily give him, I'd say, a solid 9.5. If we're looking at Hullet, Vieira, Matthias as the 10s, I'd say he's definitely up there, but you can tell the difference between the top of levels and $500,000. I think that's pretty good for the price. So let me know what you think about him. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.